Hey YouTube, how's it going? Sorry you're getting annihilated by the sun here. I'm doing my weekend normal chores here, heading to Lowe's and all the other various sundry places that suck the life out of you, including money. Excuse me. So I'm actually glad I waited to do this review on the Falken, however you want to call it, Wildpeak AT3s. I'm not sure if it's the same across all of the General Motors half-ton truck offerings, but they have. My truck had the Wranglers on it, DuraTracs, which I really liked the tire. I really have no issue with the tire. It was at 62,000 and some change, and I was concerned in being in the Northeast. We always get like that late February, early March, just annihilation of snow, and I could feel that the dry traction on the tire was starting to go. So I didn't want to chance it, especially if we get some heavy snow. It probably had another 10,000 on it, I would say. But just kind of knowing my luck, I felt it was probably prudent to go and just get them done. So I ended up getting the Falken Wildpeaks AT3s, like I mentioned, and they are definitely a different tire. Since they're an all-terrain tire, but they do have a lot more aggressive, in my opinion, comparatively to the Goodyears. Much more aggressive tread on it. There's a lot thicker knobs on it, and you can see from like the glamour shots I put on there. And that definitely transfers to high-speed driving. Whereas I'm not going to say it's good, bad, or anything really. If you want to go with those tires, I definitely recommend the dry traction and wet traction on the Falkens. The Wildpeaks are ridiculous. They are really good. Like, I've tried to do a burnout with the truck, was not interested in doing that. Even with the traction control and the stability track completely off, it was not interested in doing that. So from that perspective, the AT3s, the Wildpeaks, are a phenomenal tire. Wet traction was fantastic. I was able to get some of that coming back from work the one night. It was pouring, and you couldn't tell the difference between normal dry pavement driving and wet pavement. It's not looking likely that I'm going to really see any snow, so you guys can thank me for spending the 1,300 plus on tires. But where it's definitely different from the Goodyears is in the high-speed road feel. Like, it's definitely a stiffer tire, but you feel, and I don't really know how to articulate this properly, but you feel a kind of just a little bit of a higher speed oscillation because the nubs are like smearing a little bit versus the type of tread pattern that's on like your normal like performance tires. And even with the Wranglers, it doesn't have those really aggressive knobs. And like, the off-road guys can definitely, they can definitely back me up on this. When you get like, a good old 15-inch BF Goodrich off-road tire, you got those massive mud terrain tires that have the big knobs. You can feel that, like, just the nubs wobble. And it's not like something you're going to lose control over, but it's definitely something that feels different. And you can feel the steering wheel. You got to correct for it a little bit, or you just got to be aware of that. It's not something like you're going to lose control of the vehicle, but it was surprising to me because I guess I haven't ever really gotten a tire that's even as aggressive as this. So I mean, really, kind of like in summary, from a road noise perspective, yeah, these are they are at higher speeds, a little bit louder. You can hear like a very low pitch if you don't have the radio on, but it's not like that like unbalanced tire type of like blah, 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 like that's shaking the wheel and everything. You can definitely hear the tire more, but not to a point where it's like I wouldn't recommend getting them. Dry speed traction, insane. Wet traction, great. Like fantastic. No issues with that thus far. Can't get you any snow stuff at this point. I think the only real difference that I would say would be a detractor if you're going to be driving long distance. Like if I was going to be doing continuing to do that really long commute that I had been doing, then I would probably not recommend the AT3s for that, because that can just get old after a while. It just knowing that, you could feel it, and I don't like that just for like long term. Like, I'm driving now, daily commute, my commute's going to go from 105 miles one way to 7. So you don't even feel it like under 50, 55, 60. You don't even really feel it. It's when you're getting up there 65, 70, 80, higher than that is when you start to feel that. And I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, that's really it, guys, that I got for now on it. I mean, I definitely don't regret getting them. I think they're going to be freaking awesome in the snow. If we do happen to get some type of frozen precipitation, I will definitely jump back on and give you guys a quick review of it. But overall, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. Sorry, getting blasted with the sun again. But I would just be aware, if you're planning on driving long distance with this tire frequently, you might get a little tired of the sensation you get at higher speeds, just because I just think that the tread pattern and the nubs on it really, they do wobble a little. That is fact. So other than that, like, freaking love the tire. Glad I spent the money on it. Glad I ventured out into this. I think it's going to be a great tire, and should last me quite a long time, because I'm not going to be putting the mileage on this thing as much as I did before. So that's all I got for this, guys. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that button, hit the like, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Be happy to respond back if I got an answer. If not, I'll try to find it for you. So see you next time. Take care.